My fiancé declared at dinner, "I've decided we need a prenup. Everything stays separate." I nodded. Great timing. Then I revealed I'd already pulled my name from the house deposit we'd recently made. Her parents' expressions when they learned their daughter lost $50,000 were priceless. I'm Nathan, 32, male, sitting in my apartment, wedding supplies boxed up in the corner, never to be used, and feeling oddly at peace. The past 2 weeks have been wild, and I need to unpack this. I've been with Olivia, 30, for 3 years, engaged for 6 months. She works in fashion PR, earning about $65,000. I'm a software developer, making around $140,000. Not boasting, just setting the stage. We'd been searching for a house for months. Last month, we found the ideal spot. Needed renovations, but solid structure. Great location. Price, $420,000. We agreed on a 20% down payment to skip PMI, $84,000. Here's our deal. I'd cover $50,000, saved over years. She'd contribute $34,000. Her parents were gifting her $30,000, and she had $4,000 saved. We'd own it proportionally, 60-40 based on our deposits. Seemed reasonable. We signed the purchase agreement 2 weeks ago. The deposit was due in escrow within 10 days. I sent my $50,000 right away. Olivia said she was finalizing her parents' transfer. Fine, no hurry, we had time. Then came dinner at her parents' house last Sunday. Her mom, Diane, prepared an elaborate feast. Her dad, George, poured rare wine. Should have sensed a setup. Midway through dinner, Olivia tapped her glass. I've been reflecting on our future, and I've made a choice. I thought she'd share wedding venue plans. Wrong. I think we need a prenup. Everything stays separate. What's mine stays mine, what's yours stays yours. Simple and clear, I set down my fork. All right, let's discuss it. George chimed in. Wise move, Olivia. No offense, Nathan, but safeguarding assets is smart business. No offense taken. I get the idea, Olivia smiled. That sly smile she uses when she thinks she's outsmarted me. I knew you'd get it. You're so practical. We'll keep our money separate, file taxes separately, and if God forbid something happens, we each walk away with what we brought. Including the house? I asked. Well, no. The house would be shared. We're both on the deed. But I'm putting in $50,000, you're putting in $34,000. Right. But once we're married, it's marital property. 50-50. The nerve. She wanted separation when it suited her, but joint ownership when it served her. Interesting timing, I said. When did you decide this? Oh, I've been mulling it over for weeks. My friend Tara's divorce was so messy, you know. I want to avoid that. Weeks. She'd been plotting this for weeks, while I sent $50,000. Actually, I said, pulling out my phone, this is perfect timing. What do you mean? Since you want everything separate, I withdrew my name from the house purchase yesterday. Silence. Diane spoke first. What do you mean, withdrew? Contacted the escrow company, said I'm no longer proceeding. Since Olivia hadn't deposited her share and we're not married, I got my funds back. The $50,000 is in my account. Olivia's face paled. You can't do that. Did it yesterday. Here's the confirmation email. George's voice tightened. But we already sent Olivia the money. Then she can buy the house alone. Her credit, her funds, her house, clear and simple, right? I can't get approved for $420,000 on my salary. Olivia's voice rose. Then find a cheaper house. But we signed the agreement. We signed. Now it's just you. I formally withdrew. You have 72 hours to complete the deposit, or you lose the house and the $5,000 earnest money. Diane stood. This is manipulation. No, this is exactly what Olivia wanted. Separate finances. I'm honoring her request, Olivia was calculating in her head. I need your $50,000, The loan was based on both our incomes. But you just said, what's mine is mine, what's yours is yours. That's after marriage, right? So you want my money now, but protection from my debts later? George tried authority. Son, you're going to fix this. No, I'm not. Olivia wants financial independence. She's got it. Olivia started crying. The seller will sue us. They'll sue you. My name's off everything. Your signatures on the agreement. Chaos erupted. Diane called me selfish. George threatened legal action. Olivia, in hysterics, wailed about her dream home. I stood. Thanks for dinner. Olivia, let me know what you decide about the house. You've got about 68 hours. I left and drove home. My phone exploded. 39 texts in an hour. Ignored them. Here's the twist. A mutual friend later told me Olivia had bragged to her friends about her clever prenup plan, how she'd get me to fund most of the house while keeping her family's money safe. She'd called me a bank with a ring. Well, this bank just shut down. Update 1. The desperation turned comical. The house deal collapsed. Olivia couldn't secure a $420,000 loan on her $65,000 salary. She tried everything. Banks, brokers, even sketchy lenders. Best she could get was $200,000. She lost the house and the $5,000 earnest money. Her parents were livid. Not with her, naturally, with me. George showed up at my office Monday morning. You cost us $35,000. The $30,000 gift, plus the $5,000 earnest money, I cost you nothing. I withdrew from a purchase before marriage. My right, you knew she couldn't afford it alone. Then she should have considered that before demanding separate finances. That's not what she meant. It's exactly what she said. I have her text. Everything's separate, clear, and simple. What's mine is mine. What's yours is yours. He tried to snatch my phone. Security intervened. He was escorted out. Tuesday, Olivia sent her friend Mia to mediate. We met at a cafe. She's willing to negotiate, Mia said. Prenup, but the house is joint. How's that a compromise? That's what she wanted originally. No, she's conceding some things, like she'll share streaming subscriptions. I laughed. Streaming subscriptions? She wants my $50,000 for a house, but offers Hulu access? You're being unreasonable. I'm being consistent. Separate is separate. She loves you. She called me a bank with a ring. Mia flushed. Who told you that? Doesn't matter. It's true, isn't it? She couldn't deny it, just muttered about girl talk. Wednesday, Olivia went nuclear, posted online about how her dream home was stolen by a man intimidated by a strong, independent woman. The comments didn't go her way. Wait, you wanted a prenup but also his bigger deposit? Separate finances but joint property? Explained that a co-worker commented, Didn't you say you were getting him to cover most of it? Post deleted in 2 hours. Thursday was gold. Her parents invited me to dinner to resolve things like adults. I declined but suggested a neutral restaurant. They agreed. George brought a full presentation, actual charts. Here's our plan. You and Olivia buy a house. You put in $50,000, we put in $30,000, but it's 50-50 ownership. So I pay 62% but own 50%? It's about your future together. With separate finances as Olivia demanded. Diane tried guilt. Don't you love her? Don't you want her happy? I wanted a partner. She wanted a bank. That's not love, Olivia, silent until now, erupted. You humiliated me. Everyone knows you backed out of the house. You humiliated yourself with that prenup stunt. It was for our protection. No, it was for your protection while using my money. That money's nothing to you. There it was, entitlement. That money's 3 years of saving, cutting back, skipping trips. But to you, it's nothing because I have it and you want it. George tried one last pitch. What if we repaid you over time? Repaid me for what? I didn't give you anything for your share of the house. What house? The one we didn't buy? The one Olivia couldn't afford alone? They stormed out. Friday, I got a formal letter from a lawyer. Olivia demanded $50,000 for detrimental reliance and breach of promise. My lawyer, yes, I hired one, chuckled for 5 minutes. Responded, 1. No money exchanged between us. 2. Withdrawing from a purchase before marriage isn't a breach. Her texts prove she wanted separate finances. 4. Detrimental reliance requires reasonable reliance, and expecting someone to fund a house while demanding separation isn't reasonable. No reply from that lawyer since. Update 2. The escalation went from desperate to absurd. Olivia started telling everyone I'd financially manipulated her, spun a tale about how I'd trapped her into losing her dream home, conveniently omitted the prenup ambush. Her allies mobilized, her book club, yoga group, even her stylist messaged me to do the right thing. My response stayed firm. She wanted separate finances. She got them. Then she made a critical mistake. She went to my mother. My mom's a retired family law attorney. She's seen it all. Olivia thought tears and sob stories would sway her. Mom called me after. That girl's a piece of work. She literally said, I just wanted to protect myself while using his money to build our future. Does she listen to herself? What'd you say? That she's lucky you showed this much restraint. I've seen men lose more to worse in my courtroom. The real drama hit when Olivia tried to salvage something. She found another house, smaller, $250,000, less desirable area, wanted to restart our plans. Texted me. Found a cozy starter home. You could put down $30,000, I'll do $20,000. Fresh start? We're not together anymore, Olivia. What? Over one fight? Over you showing your true colors. I'm compromising. You're trying to get my money. Again, she showed up at my apartment that night, with her parents and a realtor. They'd printed listings. We can tour tomorrow, she said, acting like nothing happened. Olivia, we're done. The wedding's off. That's when it sank in. You're serious? Over a house? Over the prenup stunt? Over calling me a bank with a ring? Over using me while protecting yourself? George stepped in. Now listen. Sir, you're trespassing. Leave, or I call the police. Diane started crying. We gave her that money for your future together. You gave her that money. Period. What she does with it is her business. The realtor, visibly uneasy, tried to leave. Olivia grabbed her arm. Show him the listings. The poor woman looked at me. I shook my head. She bolted. Olivia went full meltdown. I did everything right. I was securing our future. You were securing your future while spending my present. That's what smart women do. Then be smart with someone else's money. They left after more yelling. Several neighbors saw it. Building management sent a letter about disturbances. I sent them security footage of 3 people forcing their way in and lingering outside my door. They issued Olivia a formal trespass warning. Final update. The aftermath was gloriously foolish. Olivia tried to keep the wedding venue, thinking I'd relent and return. Sent me an invoice for half the deposits, $8,000. I replied with screenshots of her everything separate texts. She lost those deposits too. Another $16,000 gone. Her parents paid after the house deal fell apart, hoping we'd reconcile. The engagement ring became a fight. She demanded to keep it, claiming I'd humiliated her. Legal question. Who keeps the ring when an engagement ends? Answer. Depends on the state, but here, it's a conditional gift. Condition, marriage, not met. Ring returns to Guyver. She refused to return it. I got my lawyer involved. She tried swapping the diamond for a fake. I'd had it appraised before and after. Caught her. Her parents threatened to sue over the swap. I threatened theft charges. Ring returned. Real. Fast. Here's the karma twist. That $30,000 her parents gave her? IRS gift tax rules apply. Since it was gifted to her, not us as a couple, and exceeded the annual exclusion, they owed gift tax. About $4,000 they didn't expect. Plus, Olivia had to pay income tax on it, unable to prove it was for a home purchase. No house was bought. Another $6,000. Their $30,000 gift cost them nearly $40,000 total for nothing. Olivia's now living with her parents. Lost her apartment after giving notice, expecting to move into the house. Still posts about overcoming betrayal and toxic relationships. Last week, a friend showed me her dating profile. Seeking a real man unafraid of successful women. Must be financially secure and generous. The friend said she's been on countless dates. When she mentions wanting a prenup, but expecting guys to cover dates, dinners, trips, they bail. One guy told her, "You want a funder, not a partner." She complained to friends that men can't handle independent women. Mia, the friend who tried to mediate, apologized. She didn't know about the bank with a ring comment until later. Olivia had planned for months to get me to buy a house, then prenup to protect her share of its value growth. The house we were buying sold to another couple for $400,000, below asking. We could have had a steal, but we was never real. It was me funding her vision while she shielded herself. My mom nailed it. She wanted a sponsor, not a partner. Thank God you saw it before the wedding, I'm good. Took that $50,000 and invested it. Up 8% already. Not dating now. When I do, I'll want a true partner. Someone recently asked if I regret my actions. My only regret is not spotting it sooner. The entitlement was always there. How she'd say, "You've got this," when bills arrived. How she'd plan lavish trips and look at me expectantly. The times she said, "What's the point of a boyfriend with a good job if he doesn't spend it?" I thought it was teasing. It wasn't. She wanted my money, not my name. My wealth, not my burdens. My assets, not my debts. She wanted, what's mine is mine, what's yours is ours. Instead, she got what she demanded. Complete financial independence. From me. Forever. Edit. Since people ask, yes, the prenup talk happened. Yes, she said those things in front of her parents. No, I don't think all prenups are bad. They can protect both sides. But using one to scam your partner while taking their money? That's just low.
A lot of yoga tights and things along those lines.
Yes, workout clothes.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
You think you're being healthy.
Yeah.
And you're exposing yourself to endocrine-disrupting chemicals.
And uniforms. There's a book. I shouldn't recommend another book, but I think it's a good book. I'll just say it's called To Die For, DYE, and it's about the flight attendants' uniforms and the harms that they do because they're coated. They have a lot of PFAS because they, have to keep clean and they're not clean, right? Because they have this PFAS in them. It's in sports uniforms. You do a lot with sports. All the sports uniforms.
Nylon. Yeah. Is it anything with nylon? Is that what it is?
Probably, but I'm not sure. I'm not, I could refer you to somebody, but I'm not the clothing expert. But I know that they're in these things. And one of the things that is kind of scary is school uniforms. A lot of kids have school uniforms, and they're loaded with it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, my kids used to wear a uniform every day.
Yeah.
When you say To Die For, are dyes in cotton clothes also releasing?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Dyes are very risky.
We got to go back to being Amish.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Byline from the book.
Oh, good.
There.
Yeah.
Says, in fact, there's little or no regulation of clothes or textiles we wear each day, from uniforms to fast fashion, outdoor gear, and even the face masks that have become ubiquitous in recent years. Wicker explains how we got here, what the stakes are, what all of us can do in the fight for a safe and healthy wardrobe for all. Wow.
And that's in the film. It's discussed in the film.
Okay.
A little bit. Not the major, but it's...
So, blue jeans?
Probably.
Probably.
I can't, speak about it.
There is a river, I believe it's in China, where a series of blue jean factories exist.
Oh.
where the entire river is blue. It's so disgusting. Like, not blue like beautiful, clean water. Blue like dye.
Dyed water.
Like, look at this. Look at that.
Oh,
That's the blue jean capital of the world.
wow.
That's where they make a lot of blue jeans. And look at the stinky, dirty, disgusting blue dye water that is just that river leaking out into the ocean, which also looks polluted. You want cheap clothes, kids? This is what happens. It's so crazy. Like, look at that stuff. I mean, how many jeans are they making? And what are the,
And this is a good point for me to point out that these things are affecting animals, of course, like the animals fish in this.
too. Look at this. African rivers as well.
Yeah.
Gee. Of course, we do it in other places. If we did it in America, people would be aware. Canada too.
I'm not sure they'd be aware.
You don't think so? We're trying.
We're trying.
We're trying to get them aware. I mean, that's what we're doing right now, right?
Yeah, right. So to go back to that point you raised about, reasons that people give for low testosterone or low fertility, low sperm count, and particularly this comes up for fertility. More couples are, the fertility is in the toilet, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's a weird thing to say, but yeah, right.
For lack of a better.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, used to be 5 children per couple on the average in 1960, and now it's in South Korea it's like 0.88.
Wow.